Let's see, before we get to that, what do we got right here? What do we got right here? Oh, this is pretty dope. Shout out to Kendrick, man. Kendrick just signed with Chanel as a brand ambassador. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's some dope shit. Kendrick just keep on winning, man. He just keep on winning. So seems like he's a brand ambassador for Chanel now. All right, let's see what he got going on here. Kendrick Lamar relationship with Chanel began in 2023 when he wore a custom piece at the gala honoring. Okay, all right. Is this it right here? Chanel later collab with Kendrick Lamar and Free for their January 2024 show designed by the set and created a short film. Is this a short film? Oh, I didn't know that. Is there volume? Is there audio to this? Why is it not playing? Okay. So these are the new in the statement regarding Chanel. Kendrick, Chanel has a timeless legacy, and that is always something I can get behind. Since they don't make clothes for men, I knew it would have to be glasses. Okay, so he's a brand ambassador for the eyewear campaign. Okay, shout out to that, man. Hey. So now he got Gatorade sponsorship. He's a brand ambassador for Chanel. All right, so that's dope, man. That is dope. The multi-Grammy, yeah, Max City. All right, so it just keeps going up and up and up. All right, Kendrick Lamar is a new face of Chanel eyewear division. Okay, here we go. All right, so that's dope, man. Salute to that. Salute to that. Salute to that. What else we got here? I think that's about it. So we're gonna go straight to the academics, talking about the lawsuit. How much do y'all think these shades go for right here? There's a diamonds and stuff. Let me see if there's a price on them. Probably not a price on them. Let me see if I can look. Kendrick Lamar Chanel shades. How much are these running for? How much you think they are hitting on right there? It's probably not a price on those yet. Those are just probably some exclusive ones. 1,200. Think these are 1,200? Shit, I think they probably more than that. These right here, the ones that he got on right now, shoot, I think they probably more than that. But they're nice though. They look fly. All right. So let's get to good old Aki Wacky. Let's see what he got to say about this new court case, about the updated information about this court case. Let's get it.
Like so many like stupid ass shit. Yeah, we've seen this already. 2 years ago this came out. I don't know why somebody just put this out again. What else is going on? All right. I think we should probably start with like this lawsuit shit.
All right.
If y'all care that much about it.
Let's get to it.
Y'all start there?
Let's start there.
Yeah, I'm off that Don Julio Reposado.
I'm off that Corona Extra.
And I ain't even gonna cap with you, but I do know I'm ghetto rich. Oh, okay. You know, I realized this morning I'm drinking because I started drinking no later than like probably 8:30 or 9 a.m. in the morning. So I'm drinking and I'm doing the same mix. I don't even think.
Wait, hold on. I thought he was gonna say at night. I thought he was gonna say at night. Wait, hold on. Wait.
It was later than like rich. Oh, okay. You know, I realized this morning I'm drinking because I started drinking no later than like probably 8:30 or 9 a.m. in the morning.
In the morning. You drink no later than 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay.
So I'm drinking and I'm doing the same.
That's why your stomach be doing backflips and cartwheels and shit. Yeah, that's why your stomach always be growling and damn near be making all those sounds and shit. I can't. Yeah, I think that. I mean, the only time I can drink like that is if I'm on vacation. And I'm like, if I'm on vacation, I can start off something light. You know what I mean, like mimosas or something. But I cannot drink hard liquor in the morning. Like the most in the morning I can drink is like a mimosas. That's it. Like, I can't. I gotta drink, liquor until the afternoon. But if I'm on vacation, wake up on the beach somewhere, yeah, I'll do a mimosas, something light. You know what I mean? Something light, not too heavy. But I can't drink hard liquor in the morning. Hell no.
Mix. I only think it wasn't Don Julio's Casamigos.
A beer too. Yeah, something like I can do a beer. If needed be. Like I don't wake up in the morning and drink beer, but I'm just saying, like if I'm on vacation, I want to have a good time. I'll sip on a beer or drink some mimosas or something like that. But man, in the morning drinking hard liquor, shit.
Realize I drank motherfucking like a month and a half expired orange juice. So I'm over here Googling if that's a problem. Is that a problem, chat? This one don't expire till May. But I definitely, because I be having so much of this shit around the house where like, I think it was in the fridge. I just took it out, but it was a month and a half. I think I'll be all right. There's a new Wiz Khalifa album tonight.
Wiz Khalifa?
Okay. All right, man. Yeah, I see the Ken Carson stuff. All right.
Yeah, so he went from Henny to tequila. Okay. Tequila.
Let's actually get to this, before I get too drunk, let me give y'all some lawyer demic shit real quick. Where's the full filing? Hold on. I think I have the full filing.
They say what Act veins are filled with alcohol, they're going to be the early death of. Seriously though, yeah, Act definitely need to chill out with that alcohol because I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with drinking as adults, but the way that he drink, it's not casually drinking. He's damn near alcoholic. he's damn near alcoholic by now. He said that he wakes up, he don't drink no later than 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, you got a problem.
Okay, here we go. All right, so what Drake has basically done today is filed what's called an amended complaint. So he is alleging more things in his federal trial, or federal case actually. It's a civil case, but his federal case against UMG. The base premise is this. He says that the company has, through various means that could possibly be criminal, right? Like, for example, payola is criminal. Payola would be the purchasing of, if you pay for federal airwaves to play a song or anything that's not titled as an ad that you're paying for, it's legal. Payola actually doesn't exist with like internet. Some people might not know that. However, he's accusing UMG of doing a bunch of shit, right? So y'all use bots to inflate a song that was defaming me. Y'all promoted a song that was defaming me. We were in a negotiation where I was trying to get $600 million, and then you were trying to like underhandedly devalue me because it would be in your benefit, which kind of goes against ethical business practices. And that's kind of where the main claims come from. Now, he's filed this amended complaint, and I don't know why people are, it's a civil suit. Like, we don't know what's going to happen, but there's a lot of K-bots who came out with a story that said Drake took out some claims, like, oh, he was backpedaling from this idea that he thought Not Like Us was botted. And essentially, Drake has filed this amended complaint and doubled down on it, as opposed to what the K-bots and everybody else was saying that he didn't agree with, or he found some information through discovery saying that he wouldn't pursue this whole bot angle. So I'm not going to read through everything, because we've read a bunch of stuff before, but he still starts his amended complaint with this damn line: a single lie could destroy a reputation and integrity. While it takes years to build a reputation, it can be ruined in 5 minutes. Okay, this was a notorious quote from Lucian Grange before the battle, and this was, I believe, this was on one of the quarterly calls that he had. Now, Drake, he basically starts off by saying, in the middle of the night, May 7th, armed group of people drove up to his house. Drake is inside. The car stopped in front of the crib. Yelled, "Fuck Drake." One gunman got out, began to open fire. One bullet went through the security gate, hit the front door. Another bullet struck and wounded a security guard who was one of his friends while the car drove away. And by the way, I don't believe that guy died. I was trying to keep some tabs on it. I don't believe he passed away, which is good. But he was in critical condition for a while. So Drake was in the house. Drake summoned for help from security guard, did everything possible to keep him alive. During the nearly 30 minutes for ambulance to arrive, he labored trying to keep the man alive by applying pressure to the gunshot wound with towels. Now, I've told you guys, direct communication with me and Drake, when he was basically saying, yo, some real shit came up and I had to stop rapping. Like, these are real conversations. Like, I remember I had a conversation with Drake where Drake was like I think, it's a little bit insider, so I won't say everything, but he's kind of like summing up, or he kind of like, he's foreseen how Kendrick is playing it, because he's playing it too, right? And he's like, yo, that nigga got to be in the lab going crazy every night, because I'm in the lab going crazy every night writing songs for whatever could be coming next, right? And he was just chilling at the crib, just recording every night during this battle while, I'm on Twitter saying, yo, day 2 since niggas don't respond, like he's there working on music every night trying to, because he's engaged in this thing. And then all of a sudden, there's a drive-by at his crib. You get what I'm saying? And like now that turns to a whole different situation. It's like, yeah, because you act, and I know fans are unrealistic, but do you just be like, oh, no, yeah, my security guard got shot and there's bullet holes through my door. But let me get back to writing these diss bars about Kendrick's kid not being his. Like, no, you're going to kind of like, bruh, whatever, bruh. You know what I mean? So that's kind of, I think he's also painted it in that picture. In this lawsuit, after the security guard, blah, blah. Very next day, a different intruder uses bare hands to dig a hole under the security fence and try to get up in the crib. And the very next day, another break-in attempt.
What? He managed to dig a hole enough to squeeze through the entry Drake's property. Somebody dig a hole in front of his place to get inside?
Happen, right? Now, this is going to be set up in this lawsuit to kind of show something. And by the way, just to be very honest, when I spoke to Drake...
Yeah, so Drake put this in the lawsuit. He put this in the paperwork. So, wow, he's actually listing all of this stuff in there.
He never said that to me, not saying that maybe that wasn't thought. He never said, yo... Niggas is trying to run up in my crib ever since this fuck nigga Kendrick put out a song. I believe the song dropped on May 4th, Not Like Us. And on that day, the fucking cover art was a picture of Drake's house with a bunch of PDF logos on it. You know what I'm saying? So he never told me that, but this is a lawsuit. He's kind of framing it like that. Like, yo, y'all let this nigga drop, which by the way, I do think that's flagrantly wrong, right? Like, I'm pretty sure if any artist was dropping a diss song about Taylor Swift and had Taylor Swift picture of her house on there, Universal wouldn't release it. I don't think they would play with her like that. But I do think they took a hands-off approach, because they're like, yo, bro, y'all are rappers. Y'all have done worse. You get what I'm saying? And so UMG is the largest music company in the world, and also the music company that's represented Drake for more than a decade. And okay, cool. We kind of like going through that. The song Not Like Us, performed by Kendrick Lamar, okay, to convey a specific, unmistakable, and a false factual allegation that Drake is a criminal pedophile, and that vigilante justice is a response. Okay, the recording is defamatory because his lyrics and his album image, the image, and I'm pretty sure they're going to show the image down here. Or maybe they have a different thing for yeah, right there. Bingo, right there. Okay.
Dang, boy. And he put this on Complex too. The cover for Not Like Us with the sex offense. God damn.
In the image, let's see. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Yeah, this is a long thing. I'm going to start skipping through it a little bit, but let's get through as much as we can. So, it says on May 4th, right? They approved, published, and launched a campaign to create a viral hit out of the track falsely accusing Drake of being a kid fucker, okay? And the song called for violent retributions against him, even though UMG enriched itself and the shareholders by exploiting Drake's music for years.
What the hell? Nobody's saying that Drake is having sex with children. See, he always slide that in. Nobody is saying that. I know I'm not. And I know that Kendrick is not saying that he has sex with children. That's crazy. Stop saying that shit. You just know that he like them young. That's it. Ain't no children or kids. Stop.
And knew that the salacious allegations against Drake were false. UMG chose corporate greed over the safety and well-being of his artists. In controversy, UMG saw an opportunity, seized it, and continued to fan the flames even after learning the incitement of violence on the 7th and 8th. The song in question, by the way, you see, this is also like a really ethical question for the executives at UMG, because I'm pretty sure every grieving mother could make the same argument Drake is. Yo, y'all promoted a song called Who I Smoke. And that...
Did Act forget that he gave the address out on the stream? Of course not. Of course.
Led to people getting smoked. Y'all promoted a song called When I See You, and then niggas died when they were saw. Like, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of instances where these songs have led to negative effects. And if Drake is successful by saying, yo, and by the way, those songs never got removed. So even after the death of, let's say, rapper A or rapper B, like, I mean, shit, if this is successful, technically, the estate of Notorious B.I.G. or even possibly Tupac could possibly try to make that argument, and not only throw UMG in there, but throw in a whole bunch of other, well, specifically UMG, because they were signed to UMG. But I would see media companies get thrown in that too. So I still think it's a reach. But if that gets successful for Drake, it does set a crazy precedence that basically music companies should have some ethical responsibility for what they're promoting, and it's not only on the artist that writes the lyric, performs the lyric, and chooses to upload the songs, right? All right, let's get to some more stuff. All right, the recording was entire, blah, 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 blah. The lyrics accuse Drake of engaging in criminal acts by calling him a certified PDF and a predator who needs to be placed on neighborhood watched. The image was designed to reinforce a fact that what? And by depicting Drake's actual house covered with what's known by law enforcement as, sex offender like icons. The video was created weeks after the song became a viral hit, was designed to reinforce the same false narrative. For example, showing images associated with sex trafficking and juxtapose the game of hopscotch with the game of with lyrics accusing Drake of trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor. The lawsuit.
This is so ridiculous, man. Like, God, Drake, how do you feel good, man? Come on, man. He should be banned from hip hop from this, man. He should be banned from rapping. Like, he should be the first rapper to be banned.
It's not about who created, not like us. It's instead entirely about UMG, the music company that decided to publish, promote, exploit, and monetize the allegations that it understood were not only false but dangerous. Okay, all right, we kind of know that. So here's the other angle. I'm going to try to skim through this because it's 107 pages. If you don't know, I'm going to try to find the angle because we have yet to see this. Remember, this is the federal complaint by Drake, but we're trying to see some juicy shit, right? Like, yo, Drake, at least tell us how much you was going to get paid by UMG. Tell us how maybe after the battle they came back and said, yeah, we offered you, I don't know. We offered you $400 million before, or $500 million. Now we're only offering $250. Like, we're trying to get some type of privileged details about the negotiations with Drake and UMG, because here's the thing. I don't think people will get down with Drake on this idea of suing his label if it's all about, you badmouth me. Yo, diss songs are all in the culture. I ain't gonna lie, some of my favorite songs, diss niggas would die. You know what I'm saying? I love indictment music. I love it. So Drake trying to say, you said something about me that's not true. Now, granted, we all know being called, for example, a rapist or a pedophile, these are the worst. That's even worse than being called a murderer, right? And obviously you have to have a reaction to that. But historically in hip hop, people have said all type of wild things about each other. And defamation isn't a hip hop type of thing. Be like, what you mean? So I called you a fuck nigga, or I call you a fat ass hoe or a snitch ass nigga and you're suing me. So I don't think hip hop will ride for Drake with that.